You want to express your thoughts, your feelings, your desires, your emotions in English, but you can't. I can understand this problem because I had started my journey from zero. Alright, so today in this video, I am going to talk about the very common problem where every English learner is struggling. That I can read, I can write, but when it comes to speaking, I am unable to speak. We are going to talk about the problem and about the solution, but before this, one commitment I want you to do, and that is in 2024 you are going to get fluency. All you have to do is you came here, you are going to listen to me what I'm going to tell. So whatever you will listen, you will implement. And if you have a question in your mind that seriously, can I taste fluency in a year? So yes, in a year you can get fluency and you are going to get it in 2024. But for that you just have to change your mindset little bit. Okay, so without wasting your precious time, let's start. So, why you are unable to speak in English? Why you are unable to express in English? Listen, speaking in English is all about shifting your taste. Shifting your taste from first language to second language. And listen, shifting your taste is not an easy task. Here, what you are going to do, you are going to shift from Hindi to English, and it is going to take time. You have to understand first, alright? But once you get the idea, you will be comfortable. Look, your taste is going to change. I ask many people, hey, why don't listen things in English? They say, that is not my taste. Why don't read books in English? That's not my taste. Why don't think in English? No, that's not my taste. So have you understood? Here we are talking about shifting your taste. What you listen. This time you listen lot of Hindi songs. You love, you listen, you feel, right? And now can you understand if I say, hey, why you are listening Hindi songs? Listen English songs, right? It is difficult for you because I have said change your taste, right? So now here you have to understand. You are going to change your taste as you listen songs in Hindi. Just for some time, you are going to change your taste and you are going to listen songs in English. Whatever podcast, whatever motivational videos, whatever you watch in Hindi because you can connect with that, or you just watch in your first language because you can deeply connect with that. But here we are talking about shifting your taste, right? So you are going to listen everything, whatever you listen in English, not in Hindi. Okay, that's how you are going to change, shift your taste. Whatever you think, it is going to take little effort. Whatever you think, you are going to put little effort and you are going to think in English. Again, you are going to change your taste. Yeah, sometimes when we sit, we think in our first language. ये होता तो ऐसा होता तो वैसा हो जाता, right? Many things. In Hindi we think, right? But I have said here you have to be little conscious, and by intention you have to change your mode of thinking. So you will not think in, Hindi now. You will think in English. Yeah, I could do that. That would be more better. Anything, right? And I haven't said that you will try to make correct, grammar sentences like grammatically it needs to be correct. No. Whatever thoughts are coming in your mind, you are going to translate it in English. So you are going to change your taste, right? Whatever you read, you are going to read in English. Start reading like, normal some good books. And if you want me to suggest any book, I would say there is a beautiful book, little cute book, Who Will Cry When You Die. Very little chapters. If you are not going to take, interest in one chapter, soon it will be over. Next chapter will be started. Okay, so listen, it will not happen instantly. Gradually, slowly, little by little, you are going to change your taste. Whatever you listen, you will listen in English. Whatever you will read in English. Whatever you think, you are going to think in English. And the most difficult and interesting part is whatever you are going to speak, you are going to speak in English. I know it sounds little awful, awkward, difficult, that how my environment it is in Hindi. How I'm going to speak in English? I have already made a lot of videos that how you are going to put your mouth muscles into practice for English habit, right? So that's how you are going to start. Listen, when you talk to some people, I know you use your first language completely. And instantly, if you're going to say things in English, I know it is gonna sound damn awkward, right? So what you can do, simply first start substituting some English words. I did in the very same way. You have no idea, like how badly you hesitate even when you use some words in English. Have you seen some people while speaking, they use some English sentences, right? And some people, they hesitate. They don't even use some sentences. So you are going to shift your taste little by little. While talking to people, you are going to use some words in English. Okay? Instead of adate, you will say habits. Instead of bhook, you will say hunger. You will start substituting some words, and then you will start substituting some, complete sentences in English. Instead of saying, ab mujhe jana chahiye, I have gotta go now, or I am running late, or I have to go now. Anything, try one time. I am telling you, first, it would be little awkward experience. Okay, it would be little awkward experience, but after repeating the same thing after 2-3 times, then you will be comfortable. Okay, start in this way. Try to understand instantly. You can't shift. I know you are going to hesitate, but here you have to break the layers of hesitation one by one. I did it. I had broken my hesitation in front of my father. I couldn't able to speak in front of him in English. I had broken my hesitation in front of my brother. I couldn't able to speak in front of him. I had broken in front of my mother, in front of public. You have this year, okay? And whatever months you have, you are going to develop some very, very important skills in English, okay? So you need some skills, as there are a lot of things I already shared with you. There is pronunciation, phrases and grammar, vocabulary, accents. Lot of things are there, but you do not need to juggle with these many activities. You are just going to juggle with some activities which is gonna add some value in your speech, okay? As reading, right? Listening, speaking, learning some vocabulary, thinking in English. These activities, how you are going to break your hesitation, how you are going to shift your habit gradually. So at the end of the year, you will become fluent. You will start expressing your thoughts, your desires in English. So I am going to tell you the time spent. Okay, what activities and at what time you are going to develop. All right, what is skills? So now let me tell you, you have 2024, you have this year, and we are going to start in this way. Listen, it took me 2 to 3 months to develop my listening habits, okay? So you are going to develop your listening habits first, okay? As I said, instantly you will not jump. So you are going to develop, and it is going to take at least 2 to 3 months. So what you are going to do is, either you can take that neck bend, which we just put in our ear, neck, and we just put in our ears and we listen, or you can go for Bluetooth, or you can take lead or anything. But you are going to lock your ears for your first language and you are going to open your ears for English language. All right, that's how you are going to start. So first, it is going to take at least 2 to 3 months. Your listening habits will be developed. Now, next, you are going to start thinking in English. Okay, it took me again, I guess, it took me little long, by the way, I guess 3-4 months. But I was not paying much attention to thinking in English. But once you pay attention, okay, once you will pay attention, I am telling you, it is not going to take much time. All right. So what you are going to do, first after waking up early in the morning, when you will wake up, okay, first thing you will do is, in your mind, you will not think in Hindi. I am telling you, start with this language. You know, in the morning time when you wake up, and let's suppose, have you ever noticed when you wake up early in the morning and when you try to think something, it takes little pressure, little effort, right? So now just imagine, after waking up, the first thing, if you are going to think in English, so already, you know, in the morning time, the first activity you have done is, you have already pressurized your mind. You have already put little bit effort, you know, there, in order to think in English. So that's the great thing you are going to do. It is going to take at least 1 or 2 or 2 to 3 months, okay, where you are going to develop your thinking in English habit, okay. But as I said, that you are going to start from morning, okay, you are going to start from morning, while lying down, when you are just going to wake up, that time start thinking in English, okay, start thinking in English. And I have said, in the daytime, anytime, like a medicine, first in the morning time, then in the daytime, that at night time, okay. And apart from this, like any time, whenever you feel you are free and you are comfort, just sit and start thinking in English, okay. That's how you are going to shift your taste gradually, and that's how you are going to develop this habit in 2 to 3 months, okay. We have 2024, we have this year, and we are going to, you know, we are going to take some months out of this year, and we are going to develop some beautiful habits. All right, it took me really very long to develop my reading habit, because I was not thinking that it is gonna help me in my communication. But listen, you have no idea how reading is going to help you. I know you don't have time, but try to understand, it's not about having time. It's about you take interest in that thing or not. Because if you take interest in that thing, I know you will do that, right? So it's not about that I don't have time. It's about you have not developed your habit, okay? Start reading. It took me really so long. I don't even want to mention here how long it took me to develop my reading habit. But once I understood, I started, you know, paying attention. And once I started, oh my God, within 2-3 months, I developed my reading habit. Okay. So I want to say one thing to you here. Start reading in English. Start reading in English. I know you are damn busy, but you can't say that I don't even have 5 minutes to read. I already said it's not about that I don't feel. It's about you have not made your habit. It's not about that I don't have time. It's all about you have not developed your habit. Okay? Start little by little, gradually. And there is a beautiful saying, when you do little things every day, it is going to compound and it is going to become a beautiful habit. For 2 to 3 months, your reading skills, your thinking in English, and your listening skills. Now, the most difficult and most interesting part, you are going to develop your speaking skills. I am not saying that your speaking skill is going to improve within like 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. Obviously, at least it is going to take 6 months. But look, if you are not going to start today, then obviously, do you think you can expect it after 6 months if you are not going to start today? Obviously, in order to expect, you know, that taste, that fluency in 6 months, you have to start from today, right? So what you are going to do, you are going to develop your speaking skills. You are going to change your taste for speaking skills little by little. I have said already, don't think about the huge jump. Instantly you can't come back. Okay? Listen, you can, develop reading habits, listening habit, and thinking in English habit without any hesitation. But I know speaking takes a lot of effort, right? But do you have any idea? Let's suppose in a day you have spoken with someone. Okay, you have no idea that day you have broken your hesitation. That day you have gotten some amount of confidence. Second day again you have spoken with someone. Again you have broken some hesitation. Again you have gotten some confidence, right? Same as for a week you have talked. For a month you have talked. Now for 3 months you have talked. For 6 months you have talked. I'm telling you, something drastic you are going to see now. Okay, so I know speaking takes little time, it takes effort, but you have no idea. The moment you open your mouth, every time you open your mouth you get confidence. Every time you open your mouth, you speak in English, you break hesitation, right? So start little by little, start gradually. You are going to see drastic results. Look, right now I can explain, I can express my feelings, my desires, my emotions, my experiences with you. Why? It's the game of fluency, right? Because I have a lot of data in my head, so I can express myself. So now listen. As I have already mentioned in my many videos that communication is the game of all about consumption and production. Listenings, speaking, input, output. So if you're not going to consume a lot, how you're going to produce a lot? Okay, fluency comes when? So fluency comes when you transfer this language from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. But now there is a gap in between, and because of this gap you can't express yourself. You can't open your mouth in front of people. You hesitate because you have not transferred this language from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. Fill this gap in order to speak, right? So what you are going to do? The more you will be filling this gap by reading, by listening, by speaking, by thinking, the more that hesitation will be gone. Okay? Your confidence will take place instead of hesitation. See, I am learning. You know what? I'm learning. I am not perfect and I can't be perfect. Perfection is not a word. But I want to say one thing. The more I'm learning, the more I'm getting to know that there is still so much to learn. The more I am learning, the more I am getting to know that there is still so much to learn. And that's why I want you to start from today. You have no idea. There is so much to learn. Okay? But at first there are a lot of things. There are doubts to clear. There are hesitation to break. There is confidence to get. There are a lot of things. Okay? In order to deal with these things, you have to start. Start shifting your taste. I know you have not started yet. I have read a lot of comments and I could feel that frustration when you were saying, and you have sent some emojis. Emojis were like, ma'am, I want to express, but I can't. Whenever I go in front of people, I'm unable to speak. I have seen, and I'm not just talking about my videos. In many videos I have seen one common problem. I'm unable to express. Why you are unable to express? You have not shifted little by little, right? You have not shifted. So it's a mindset game. You have to shift. You have to start little by little. I had started my journey from zero. And here I am. At least I can express my feelings, my desires, my experiences with you people. And you have no idea. I had already gone through the frustration which you are going through right now. And I have a lot to share with you people. And I am sharing. But listen, just watching this video will not work. You know it. And I'm not, making this video. I'm not recording this video so you are just going to watch it. I want you to implement. Every time I shout in my videos that start, please start. One thing, very common, very factual, if you are going to start from today, after 6 months, you will see something. But if you are going to start after 1 year, it will take 2 years, right? It will take 2 years, believe it or not. Procrastination is there, obstacles will be there, many things will be there. Life doesn't go in this way as you think, as you expect, right? Start from today. Why you are wasting today's time? So do implement whatever I have shared in this video. I have already said that learning English, expressing yourself in English, it's all about shifting your taste, right? So just shift your taste from first language to your second language, and I have told you how you are going to do it. Alright, so if you think this video has added any value in your speech, in your communication, so please give thumbs up, share your comments, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. So with this thing, let's meet in the next video. Bye-bye.